Alright, here it is. My planer and my joiner. This cart took approximately, I don't know, about 16 hours to build. Off and on. I mean, I didn't spend a straight 16 on it. You know, I get home from work, do a little bit here, do a little bit there. But now, since I built this cart, I have a spare cart now where my planer was on, and I'm going to move my chop saw onto that cart to get rid of the homemade one I built quite a few years ago. So let me demonstrate here how my cart works. I have 4 of these latches, these locking latches here. They're 4-inch. I got 2 on each side. You can go ahead and unlock them all. And as you can see, it doesn't just go really fast and flip over. You have to give it some pull here. Now, I want to use my joiner. So, lift up this here. Go like that. And then I can go ahead and lock it back into place on all 4 sides, and now it's really sturdy. And now I can work on my joiner. As you can see, it still has the plastic on it. See, now this takes up 1 footprint for 2 machines. And it has 4-inch caster wheels on the bottom. 2 of them are locking. And you can roll it around. You can do whatever you want. So that's pretty neat. Now the cord, how I did the electronics parts of it, is I bought a cord from Walmart. It had a 3 plug-in on the other end. So what I did was, I put a pipe, a 1-inch pipe through this with a T connector, cut the cord, and fished the other end in, and wired in that end back onto the cord. And then I just plugged in the 2 machines into that cord, and I used zip ties around the cord so it doesn't come unplugged, so it stays together. So I thought that was a pretty ingenious way. It took a lot of thought here, a lot of YouTube watching about how people have been doing it and stuff. So, okay, just say, now I'm done with the planer, or the joiner. Unlock all 4, and then you go like this. Go like that, put that down, and you're good to go. So that's how that cart works. I'm going to go ahead and grab you and show you some up close shots here. So that's what it looks like. So we walk around. This cord was always in the way. Every time I used this planer, the cord was, I had to stretch it out over top of this, come down around, and into that outlet over there. So now what I did, route the cord and put these little cord holders down, and then right in the hole the power cord goes. So now the cord's out of the way and we're good to go. So right here is what I was talking about, fishing the cord through. I use these floor flanges to tighten up the sides of the carts together, squeezed it together. That's why it's making that rubbing sound. I got it a little tight, but I figured tighter the better, because over time it should loosen up. And the cord is brand new. The reason why you see a lot of this electrical tape is just for protection. I wrapped multiple layers around here because just in case there's some sharp edges on the threads or on the pipe after they cut it and thread it. I tried to clean up the best I could, but I figured I'd electrical tape it. I electrical tape it probably about a good almost 15 inches of the cord that goes inside too. So that gives me a long enough cord, because I'm only going to pull this out here to here, then plug that into there. But then as you can see here on the back side, I put a lot of reinforcements, 2x4s angled, 45-degree angles on them, screwed them down in, and then the piece of plywood right there, I had to notch that out so the planer, these here, will pass through. And with these tables on the planer, see, I can't lift this up. It won't stay up because of this dust collection. So what I did was, when I measured everything out, I set this planer on top of the board, and then I eyeballed it so I have enough clearance right here to leave this down. Then over here, as you can tell, I don't have any clearance when I close it, so now I have to lift this up like that. It stays, and now I can go ahead and rotate it, and everything will be good. So here's the other side that you can lock, just like that easy. You don't really need 4 locks, but they're the 4-inch locks from Harbor Freight. They're $1.99 a piece, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I did on all sides here, all 4 corners. See, that's not going anywhere. That's not going to turn on you. But yeah, that turned out really nice. And I did a lot of staining, as you can tell in there. I was going to put a drawer in there, but it's only like a 12-inch opening or so right there in the middle. Those 2x4s that slants down. And again, they support the sides. Everything is glued and screwed except for those 2x4s. There's 4 of those. They're just screwed down. Ran out of glue. So, yeah, then on the other side, as you were wondering, as you can see in there, you can see the threaded pipe. See that edge right there? Yeah, that's why I put a lot of electrical tape on there. Better be safe than sorry. And I screwed this one on backwards. Now, actually, if you think about it, it's the right way to screw it down on, because that's supposed to be flat against a board. But I did it that way so I can get my fingers around that and tighten up everything. And then over here on this side here is the wrong way. It's threaded from the back. And again, it's one of my creations, custom to what I need for my small little workshop. And that's the stand I'm going to get rid of that I built. I mean, it served its purpose. I mean, I've used that saw quite a bit, especially on this project here. This project here took 7 8-foot 2x4s, because there's the 8th one right there behind the little robot vacuum cleaner thing, dust collection. So there's the 45-degree angles. I was using that. There's where the planer was sitting on for about a year or so. And those rollers, I've never used it with the planer, because I didn't really plane anything that long. So I figured, we'll just keep them down. Well, now with the chop saw, I'm going to mount that on there. Now I am going to use those rollers, because I do cut, 8-foot 2x4s. And it's hard to keep the one end up without prying up or putting it on, resting on something, on the other end to cut. So yeah, that's my next project, is going to put that chop saw on that base. And I kind of like this height a little bit better. Yeah, it's like another 2 inches. Because I don't like to bend that well. So I think I'm going to make a 2-inch mounting plate. I'm going to make that higher, about 2 inches taller, then set the chop saw on top of that plate and be done with it. So, alrighty guys, well, I hope you liked this, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And again, I just love building stuff out of wood, something that's useful. And it costs about $65 to build this cart, but a lot of it's, the 2x4s. I didn't want to use junk 2x4s, so I bought those, and I bought the piping, the cord, the locks, and the plywood, the 1/2-inch plywood there. So yeah, I mean, that cart right there was almost $100 when I bought that. So found that on sale from somewhere. So no matter what, you're looking, a good $100 bill will get you this cart with no problem whatsoever. So, alrighty guys, thanks again. Hope you enjoyed. Any questions? Feel free to put them in the comments down below, and I'll be talking to you.